All right, and we're live. So, a couple of things today. Uh, the stream is going to be divided into two bits. One here that's a bit early, and one that's a little bit later. Um, so I'm going to be going for about 1.5 hours today on my own little world here. And then we'll be doing uh, a little bit of fixing around in the on the server actually. Yeah, and that's sort of what we're going to be doing today, because we're going to be celebrating that I reached 100 subscribers yesterday. Now, to me, that's still a mind-boggling number, um, and like absolutely out there that we actually got to it as quickly as we did. Um, I still have a hard time sort of coming to terms with that, if that's not sure that's accurate. An accurate way to say it, but it's definitely sort of weird. Um, so yeah, uh, we are going to need to fix up a lot of our tools here. So I'll start out by doing that today. We'll go get our stuff here. So we'll go all the way to our little outpost out here. I think we can definitely do some cool stuff with this tiny island here too. Hey, that worked. Oh, banner guy already. Wonderful. Alright, and now we just go get our XP. So a lot of things happened yesterday, which sort of made overloaded me a little bit. But as I said, we got to 100 subscribers, and I really want to spend some of my time today just playing a little bit with you guys on the server. So if you guys have the time, then please do join and have a good time with me. Alright, so first off, just quickly gonna pull this thing up, set it for 150, or sorry, 1500 milliseconds, or 30 GT. Gonna walk through here, start punching this thing. Actually, What the hell's going on? Whoops. I don't hear any. I don't see any. Alright, we'll just try and go get Bad Omen once again. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Creeper, most certainly. Or no? Besides a normal. Huh. I feel like... Yeah, we were able to get up here. Good stuff. Oh. This is when I wish I brought my bow. Oh, well, I mean, if he wants to come over here, I'm not gonna stop him. Alright, so we're just getting our tools repaired and then we can get back to our cleaning of the mansion. Hi A7, welcome man. We're gonna be doing the celebration on the server today, so if you have time for it, I'm gonna switch over to that around, oh, that's a wee bit far. Good stuff. We hear those coming in, so let's repair our tools. Hey Algie, welcome man. Good having you guys. So we're just getting some of our tools repaired here and fixing up those things here. has been fixed up. Next time. Or next tool. A raid farm is quite a simple build, but I must admit it's sort of weird having. I do. And I do have a Discord, and you can find the link for it in the description. And I'd love it if you had the time to join. Alright, and I reckon that's about all the gear that I want repaired. Now we're just gonna get rid of all of this. This is stuff I don't really need nor want. Wow, they really cut it close, those phantoms. Alright, so I'll pop the redstone in here. Oh, I'll chuck some glowstone. Gunpowder in there. And I guess we'll bring home a few blocks of emeralds. This is quite something. Alright, see you soon. A7. Whoops. I want to make as many as I can. Alright, so that will cut it for now. Oops, we don't want that either. And then let's go home to our village and start cleaning up some of that mansion we still have left. Alright, I'm just gonna chuck. Wait, what? Why did I bring home a iron axe? Just gonna chuck the destroyer in there alongside this. Those two I don't need. We're not gonna need all these emerald blocks either. They are a bit overkill. And I reckon. Ah, right. Well then, I'm actually gonna just fill this in with all the chests I have, because I do have a decent amount just lying around. So let's get this part done. Oh, whoops. That's some chests, at least. Ah, doo doo. There we go. A lot more chests. And there we go for the rest of this. Whew. We're actually one chest short. Hold on. Oh, that's perfect. Bam. Alright. So now we have chests plenty. And I reckon I'm actually going to move all my totems into this entire line here. I'm just going to dedicate to totems. That way there's no way I'm ever going to run out. And I quite like the idea of that. Of never having to worry about totems again. Alright, let's get some more golden carrots before we get into the destroying bit here of the mansion. Hold up, when? Uh, how did? He's right in there. My carrot villager, my carrot trader. Alright, well then. Guess we'll just level up a new one. Hey, Tariko. Yeah, I did. I did respond to it. I'll discuss it with Aaron later. However, I can't promise anything. Because I do feel like it's a gray area. And it, like it's nothing. I'm gonna see what I can do. And what I feel like mm, I can get away with doing morally. And I'm gonna try and to make an excuse for it. But uh, it is sort of difficult for me. Just take the bread. Sorry, thank you. Oh, apples, I don't mind. I hope you can understand that to some degree at least. Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna try to make it make as much sense as possible to me, but we'll just have to see it, whether I can or not. But hopefully, I'll be able to find a good excuse and reason for it. So, and well, it also comes down to whether the server can actually do it, because it is a free thing. Um, and just gonna make clear, if we do it, it's gonna be a one-time thing, and it's gonna be pretty much just for this stream. Okay. Uh, I don't know whether the free versions does Aaron has all of that and understands it, so it's gonna be like him that does it if I decide that it's alright. But if we do it, it's just gonna be for that one stream, alright? So once you do have it, uh, it's like once you upgrade it to the proper game, that's then you're gonna be using that forward going forward. But I think I can excuse doing it this one time for my celebration, but we'll again, I'll just have to consider it just a little bit more if that's alright. Okay, so we want to go to the top of this thing and then just tear as much of it as we can down. Can I like just walk up using these pillars? I probably could if I had brain power enough to jump around a pillar. Alright, wonderful. Alright, so this is what we got to yesterday. So we'll just pull this down until we get to the celebration. So Aaron said he's gonna be letting the server up around 7:45 Eastern Time Zone, US, um, which is about 2 my time, or quarter to 2. Um, and then we'll switch the stream over and just have a good time with you guys there. Hey, sup, Nut? How you doing, man? Hey, A7, welcome. Nice seeing you guys. We're sort of just getting into the grind a little bit here before we do the celebration stream. I thought for sure that cat was something scary for a second. Ah, phantoms. I forgot about those. So with that in mind, make myself a crafting table, a black bed, and there we go. Perfect. Oh, it doesn't? I'll quickly fix that. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Discord opening up here. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Ah, right. I've I realized what was wrong. Uh, I had set it for only to work 7 days. However, this new link is gonna be active forever. All right, you should be able to join the Discord now using the new link in the description. How are they doing so well? Like they're majorly in the. All right, so it's just a question about time. Okay. All right, let's remove everything on the inside here, just so we have plenty of room to work with. So we only have to do the walls. Still doesn't? Hold up. Did I not save? Are you sure? Like, that this link doesn't work? Because that should be it. At least Discord says that one is active. Let me know if it works. Because that's a massive oversight if it doesn't. I should probably get some shears to take that cat down, since that's going to be a lot of wool. Alright, let's quickly just dive back home, get a few shears, so we can do that. Oh. I also want to take a look at our librarians for a second, because somehow our farmers got switched. Well, they are all good. Good stuff. Okay. birch. Uh, and I apologize for the noise behind me. There's likely gonna be some going forward since, uh, well, they're rebuilding the building right next to me, which is sort of bothersome, but I guess we'll have to deal with it. Okay. That was those shears I wanted. So where did I put the shears now that this has evolved? Alright. Surely 3 shears is gonna be enough. What do you mean, shear? Uh, just out of curiosity. 87. And do you have a nickname you'd rather call you want me to call you rather than 87? Whether you want to call, like, do you have something that you prefer? Can I get up there? No, not quite. Not from there at least, but maybe from here. Nice. Dude, I don't know how to pronounce that letter. That's simple. I'm not making fun of you, it's just I have no idea, man. And it sort of makes me oh, I hope you don't find this offensive, but there's this puppet master, I don't know, um who who has this uh skull puppet or skeleton puppet that's called Ahmed with a phlegm. Uh, he used to be pretty funny back in the day. Although I don't know what happened to him since then, but I don't know. He probably touched some children. Seems like every celebrity does. So yeah, eventually. But is that what you like? Would you prefer if I called you Ahmed, or is that a little bit too personal for a stream? Like I'm down for whatever you're comfortable with. Mhm. Well, it's just a question to me whether you're comfortable with it or whatever you're most comfortable with. Chuck those shears. Shears. I don't need them anymore. I really want to clean up over there. So let's just remove a few blocks here. A7. Okay. We're gonna stick with A7 then. I'm also eventually gonna have to cover this hole, which sort of scares me. Like, how much resource am I gonna use to just cover this? That's gonna be incredibly a lot of stuff, I think. But we'll see. Ah. Well, we're getting our money's worth in Dark Oak here, for sure. Well, a decent amount of... for some reason it rings a bell, like a very strong bell, but I can't remember. Oh, that's gonna bug the hell out of me. Cause like, hey Adam, welcome man. Uh, Today we're just gonna be doing a little bit of cleaning up on my. Thank you, man. Although I think it's mostly the shaders that makes it look nice. Well, currently I'm actually trying to remove a woodland mansion that we have here. I bumped away the first bit, but almost died like twice, like seriously close to dying twice. Um, so I decided that I'm just gonna do the rest in this last bit here in hand. Uh, Over there we got our actual world, and I'm sort of trying to sculpt out a extension of that mountain that I've built over there. So I needed all of this area here where the mansion was, and now we're just removing it bit by bit. Ah, thanks, man. Uh, sure. I'll actually give you a small, a closer look in just a second. That seems like a dumb place to jump down. This is much better, right? Yeah. Honestly, I couldn't see the water there whatsoever. I was just counting on it being there. Alright. So, the world is now 327 days old. During those 27 days, we've built a few things. We have a good old-fashioned regular iron farm over here. It's portal based, and I'm bringing the iron back through the portal, actually making this a chunk loader, which is absolutely amazing. Underneath here we have a slime farm. We in here have our storage shed. Um, where we have most of all of our stuff really. Down there we have a small auto smelter. Um, a good old-fashioned villager breeder. Uh, and there's quite a bit of villagers in there. So in here we have about 100, and here we have about 80, I guess. 50 something. So we have about 150 villagers caught in there. That's a little bit much. And yeah, the pond looks quite nice, doesn't it? I still want to do a little bit more green around it, so do a little bit more moss going forward, but that's sort of a small thing I want to do later. But it does work out quite nicely as just a storage shed, this. Also, this is our first villager house, so this is one of many we're going to be making eventually. Um, where we keep our villagers, right? It's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna make houses like this one, spread all across this island eventually, but have replacing most of these. Um, then we have our mine shaft, which is located on this mountain. At first we didn't have the mountain, so everything is actually sculpted out. Thank you, man. Means a lot. And we sort of made a mine shaft inside of it to try and make it feel a little bit more natural. Um, Next to the mine shaft, I decided to build sort of a blacksmith. Wait, now we have access to this. Let's just go up here. So I built the mountain, then we built the mine shaft, then recently we built the blacksmith down there, and sort of a blacksmith area over here, where we have sort of a cozy corner up here, or down there. And then right down here, as sort of a hidden gem, we have another one. Just so we always have blacksmiths running around. These houses are eventually going to be switched out. We also made one custom tree, which I'm really happy about, because I usually don't do a lot of custom tree building, and I'm not really good at it. So I think that one came out very, very nicely and fits the overall theme of the this fantasy-styled village quite well. So now it's just about dealing with all of this. Whew. And we're probably going to have to fight a lot of things while tearing this down. So this is all of this down here is going to become a part of that mountain range. I'm going to move it over so it becomes like a really big mountain range that takes up most of this half of the island. With the sole purpose of like making different plateaus like I've done here. So we have a plateau here, plateau there, there, one on the top. Making like those all around this place, so we have sort of a village that's fragmented into, well, different parts that are divided by different heights and mountain. Because I think that's gonna give this really epic look to it, and that sort of excites me quite a bit. Okay, this is done. Can I reach? There we go. Alright, that's all of the inside bits. Now we can just go up onto the walls and start removing the sides and sort of go brain AFK while doing that. Well, we don't need that bow. I'd rather want some glass panes. Alright, I think I might actually have to remove the cobblestone first, since that's just a few layers like just the layer too much here for me to remove. Hey, Pickle. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It, a lot of things happened. So, I'm still sort of flabbergasted about everything that happened yesterday. Like, almost dying, getting to 100 subs, actually doing the Ender Dragon, and, almost dying twice. And suddenly skyrocketing through a lot of viewers. Oh? Well, I mean, if you don't have the time, that's just it, but are you not going to be able to join in on the streams either? Ah, well. Now that's vacation. You deserve it, man. Go get that. Go enjoy yourself. Alright, so we'll just take this two down. I'll probably just have to do the cleanup on this now. There we go. Well, I mean, we got the roof off the last bit, and I mean, we only got like this floor and then the floor downstairs left, and then we can start evening out the terrain, and then I can start building on it and all that. But the server is going to come online later today at, well, in about 45 minutes, or 40 minutes actually. And that's when I'm going to switch over on and just do the celebration stream with you guys. So I hope you can make that, Pickle, if you have the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we should be Bedrock compatible now, so, I mean, there shouldn't be an issue. And just for the, just for this one. Yeah, that's the whole point. So I think, like, a lot of the people who come in and watch me every now and then come in sort of looking for a server to play on and just have a good time. And I'd love to be able to offer, well, exactly that to you guys. And regardless of whatever version of Minecraft you're running. Oh yeah? Well, that sounds like a highly debatable. I think you could get into some actual fights with people with that opinion, but uh, well, I wouldn't say that I'm rich. So if I have a rich people, that's just a Danish laugh. All Danish people are rich. Come to Denmark. That's how I'm gonna advertise it. If you move to Denmark, you're gonna become rich. Period. We earn a lot of money before taxes, like a whole bunch. Emphasis on the before taxes. Though we get a lot of stuff for it, so I mean, I'm actually not one of those that are complaining about it. Free schools, free healthcare, and all that. What the hell? Ah, why did you pull? What currency is that? Uh, I feel like I've held one of those in my hand, but even paid with it a couple of times, but well, we actually also get paid to go to school, so we don't. It's not. We don't even pay. Well, all right. So the Danish school system, as soon as you turn 18, you get paid uh, 1,500 euros to go to school. About 1,500 euros, anyways. A month. I mean, it's not a lot, but it covers some living expenses. Most people do need sort of a part-time job on the side, but you need a part-time job in any other country anyways. A euro is about the same as a dollar, I think, actually at the moment. I think they're pretty much even. Oh, MGB, what do you mean? Oh, is it a streamer? Ah, right. Alright. The question is, should I go back home with this? Do I need a lot of dark oak? Well, eventually I'm gonna, right? Ugh. Alright, let's head on home with that dark oak. I'm pretty sure I see water here. The red dot? Look at the red dot. Well, I see a little bit of a reflection on the from the sun on the ground. It might not be visible on the stream though. I will admit that that's likely. I have so much black wool. Why? Yeah, wouldn't it? Nah. Even if there wasn't, that sort of drop is something I could handle. Uh, But, do I really need to dedicate a full wool chest? Alright, we're dedicating a full wool chest. Yeah, I got plenty of totems. It's absolutely amazing. Well, I could do all of those chests just to wool. Wool is a... Wait, where did I put the wool? Wool is an absolutely wonderful color. Blending block for most things. This is where I keep my pots. I think I keep beds in this chest, in this chest, in this chest. Alright. Then let's grab, pop in the dark oak fence. This stuff. We also gotta pop away the bones. Flowers. Flowers. And there we go. Okay. Oh, wow, yeah. Give me a resume afterwards. That sounds like... that sounds kind of funny. Take notes. Let me know what's up with that. Oh. Oh. Come on. Yes, I can make it up here. Boop, 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 boop. Did I miss a glass pane here? I missed two. Alright, so that's this bit done. I guess we can move on to the next bit. Surprisingly. After we've done one bit, we'll do another. Wow. Alright, so what is it about? Like, how are cats losing brain cells? Ah, right. That sort of video. All right. Yeah, they are pretty funny for sure. Well, I mean, I I'm probably more of a dog person myself. However, cats can be really, really fun. Uh, and I think there's something very special in having a cat choose you. Uh, like a couple of my mates, they have these two cats. One of them is probably brain damaged from some of the things she does. I remember I was helping them move, and they had this huge glass terrace or indoor-outdoor house part. And we carried in the coffee table, put it next to it, and they had this well on indoor out part that the what's that called? A balcony, but with a roof. And there's just a big glass pane between the balcony and the living room. Um, so when they moved there, we were standing, and we carried in the coffee table first, so we had somewhere to put down our coffee and drinks and beers and all that sort of thing you do when you move. Um, and we were sort of relaxing for a bit. Yeah, you probably can, can't you? And I was leaning in the doorway, looking into the living room, and they were still in the hallway. They were just talking, and then suddenly I saw the cat sitting on the edge of the coffee table, uh, looking towards the balcony, and I went, "All right, look, she looks very focused." Next thing I knew, she jumped full force into the window, and it's just like boing, right? The window almost shattered. Like, it sounded that way anyway. The cat fell to the ground, and she was laying still for about 3 seconds at least, I'd say. And then she sort of jumped back up, and I was like, what the hell just happened? Uh, and you'd think that's where it ends, right? And I told my mate about it, and they went, no, 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 no. That cat, like, we know our cat is dumb, but she's not that dumb. I kid you not, half an hour later, my mate and I were standing in the living room, and the cat was sitting on the edge of the coffee table again. And I was like, hey, look, mate, uh, I think your cat is about to do it again. And he's like, nah, there's no way. There's no way. And then she jumped straight into it again, full force. And it absolutely shattered our minds. Like, we were rolling around with laughter. Uh, and, like, the cat looked dead for a couple of seconds until it sort of again jumped back up and went, "What the hell just happened?" I fully think it knocked itself out twice on the balcony window, or the window leading out to the balcony. It's like doing it once is something I can sort of get, but doing it twice though, that's a little bit just plain dumb. Although the same cat has this mm, weird thing that whenever she plays with this feather that's attached to a string or whatever, it's not really a string, it's more of a pole actually, but so it has a spring sort of when she chases it, it gets launched the other way. Uh, when she gets bored of that, she'll eventually like get up on her back legs, open her mouth, and just I don't know, become fully retarded. And that's probably gonna get me cancelled. But she looks really, really dumb, and then she face palms as hard as she can down into the hardwood floor, and that feather also knocking herself out, and she's just gonna be laying still for a couple of seconds before she sort of jolts back into life and is like, oh, what the hell happened? It's like that cat is definitely damaged at this point. Like she might not always have been, but like continuously punching your forehead into every single hard object, I guess that has a downside. Yeah, like I'm having a blast watching that cat. Uh, so I mean I can't really complain, like, cause that's just good comedy. She does something dumb every single time I'm out visiting. No, it doesn't. But my mom used to. My mom has a lot of cats, or she has three. Three, yeah. Used to have four. Um, and they were just amazing cats. So that sort of makes me want to have a cat. But I'm probably still just more of a dog person. Although first of all, I'm not allowed to have dogs or any pets really in my apartment. So there's of course that, but also the fact that uh, I currently don't have the time to properly care of one because like I just I really feel like it's a shame whenever I see a dog or a cat that's left at home too much and doesn't get the mental and all the exercise that it needs. Personally, I'm also a big believer that cats should probably also always just have free access to the house so they can leave the house whenever they want to and go travel wherever they want to. Uh, and I think that makes a healthy cat because that just means it chooses to come back to you, if that makes sense. Oh wow, we're really getting a lot of this stuff though. Can you imagine how much stuff we would have gotten had we taken the entire thing down by hand? I might I might just make every access bit of like once our chest is full, I might just make chests out of the rest of the planks here. Like I'm always gonna need more chests, right? Either hoppers or something else. But it was good getting some experience in with the World Eater. Now I just have to figure out how we make it work for water, because there's a very big project, which, I mean, after we made the mountain and customized the village a whole bunch, I think that's what I want to get into. It's going to take a while. It's going to be the biggest build by far, but I think it's going to look really nice when using all the shaders we have and that sort of stuff. it's almost time to pack up and get ready for the server. Well, you're clearly a creeper, yeah. Oh, now that we have access to the end, we also have access to the easiest copper farm in the world. And we have access to sand duper and all that sort of thing. So once we've removed this entire mansion, we're gonna extend the mountain by quite a bit. Let me just get into a position where I can better showcase it. And all the way up. So once we've removed the mansion, which, I mean, we're close now. We're really close. I'm gonna extend the mountain here, the entire mountain range, and that's actually gonna take up. So you see how I've done a little bit of outlining, and that's what inspired me to just get rid of the mansion because it was in the way. Um, I'm gonna run the mountain all around here, probably down there somewhere, and just have it take up the entirety of the island, and like do big plateaus where I can keep a, or small plateaus where I can keep a single building, some plateaus where I can hardly keep a building, and at least one huge plateau where I can make the custom nether portal that I've had in mind for a long time now. Um, and that's when we're really gonna start seeing a huge grind onto some very certain and very difficult to get blocks. So, I mean, I'm not necessarily looking forward to that. Well, I actually have one in mind, um, and it is actually in the Discord, though it is very, it's like it's not a sketch, it's just a concept idea. I'll just pull it onto stream so you can see it. So what I was thinking was something along the lines of this, making this, wait, making a huge demonic skull, like, and we're talking absolutely huge. Uh, and then pop the, oh yeah, it will be very difficult. Oh yeah, yeah. It's also going to be very difficult for me. It's going to be way out of my comfort zone, which is why I'm doing it. Because I'm not really confident that I can actually do this. And that's what's going to be so cool about the build, because if I do manage to pull something like this off, it's going to look absolutely amazing, I think. Oh, I'm always up to hear another idea, but I think I'm pretty settled on it, because I think it fits the fantasy theme of the village very, very well. But if you have like $1 million idea, then I'm more than happy to hear it. Mm, while that would fit well in with the the cherry blossom tree that I built. I think it is going to look a like the thing about Chinese or Asian sort of styles is that they're usually very light, um, and that means that the sort of medieval fantasy style that I've been doing so far for the village is gonna look super heavy or clunky when you compare those two together. Um, which I'm not quite sure about. But you could try and make a concept of it, and then I could probably better visualize what you mean. Well, it's just I have a hard time seeing how it's gonna fit in with the rest of the builds, because we're gonna have village on the mountain too, right? So, and medieval and Japanese, Chinese um, usually doesn't go very well together. Like they're two very different building styles. Yeah, you could. Do bear in mind that I plan on having it very large. Probably by like 50 by 100 or something like that, where the widest point is of course by the horns, and then it's gonna be 50 blocks thick or something like that, probably more. It's like gonna take up a huge portion, and it's gonna be put on an angle, which again is just gonna make it even more difficult. No, 100 by 50. Let me just so boom boom boom. Like I'm gonna be putting it on a slight angle, and it's gonna be between the horns, more or less. Yeah. So there's gonna be 100 blocks between this tip and the tip that's on the horn, or this tip over here. Um, and then it's probably gonna be about 50 blocks wide, thick, whatever you call it. You seem like a zombie. So do you. Nighttime. How I dislike it. Mm, well, there are. So let's just. Uh, I can probably sort of sculpt it out. So if one block represents 10 blocks, let's just say that. Right, I have light in here. Something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So something like this for the base of it. So we have 50 this way. So we're gonna have one tip of the horn here, and another tip of the horn here. And then the mouth opens up around here. Something like that anyway. But again, oof. Well, you could probably try and scale it down. Like, it's gonna be by far the biggest build this world has. Um, and like you could just scale it down to 1/10 of that size. Of course, that means you're not gonna have to. You can't do as much rounding, and there's gonna be a lot of things that look sort of odd. But fills down there, then I'm not gonna care. Um, well, we're almost done with this, and I reckon Aaron is probably gonna join in soon, telling us that the server's open, and then we're gonna switch over to that. Well, I'll probably be using a blend of course, bone blocks. That's the obvious one. Some mushroom stems, the white ones. I think they're gonna make a real nice dirty version of it. And I might, although I'm not sure about this, I might use some white concrete for some highlighting areas. And I might use some brown mushroom blocks for some dirty bits on the horn. Oh, you're in the Discord, aren't you? So, I mean, just scroll up to the top. But yeah, you can. Alright, that should be long enough, otherwise you can just pause the stream real quick for it. But yeah, it's like I'm gonna have to really get a good look at all the white blocks put next to each other, because there's gonna be a lot. No problem, Pickle. Oh wow, wait, it just started coming down real hard. I'm just gonna make sure all my windows are closed so it doesn't rain too much in, because damn, that's intense. Upstairs, good. Downstairs, good. What about all the way downstairs? Good, good. Bathroom, good. Alright. Oh yeah, I remember something about supposedly there's gonna be a very big thunderstorm coming by today, so if any of you guys if any of you guys feel like or are scared of thunder, trick warning, I guess I should say, because we're likely gonna be able to hear it. Oh, damn. Personally, I think thunderstorms is super cozy, almost romantic, but hey, that's probably just me being dumb and old. Alright, let's remove this. Well, I wanted to get a little bit of stuff done before I went onto the and welcome Aaron before I got onto the server. So it was sort of just in preparation for that. I was hoping maybe I could finish tearing down the mansion, which I almost have. Like we're nah. Wait, nah, I saw your message. Don't worry about that. I was fully aware that you weren't gonna be on any earlier, and I also thought like it would be very unreasonable for me to ask of you to get up at 6 p.m., 5 p.m. your time. So uh, I figured I'd just do a little bit on my hardcore world, and then once you were ready, and also let people know in advance that the people who aren't on the server or on the Discord or weren't here yesterday, that we're gonna be on their server in a bit. So it was just like a good time to spend, I think. I really don't care for white carpet. That's for sure, though. Hmm. So are we about ready with the server? And did we manage to get the Bedrock up and running too? All right. And also, Aaron, if possible, I don't know whether it's possible with the server type we're running. Uh, Try to enable cracked uh, just for this one stream, just so we can let as many people join in on the celebration as possible, if that's all right with you. And I'll probably just take down the rest of this mansion just because it's only going to be like 10 more minutes. Nah, I figured. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's we're not going to be able to build this skull today, or even tomorrow, or the day after that. It's going to be a while because I'm going to be wanting to put it in onto a mountain plateau, which is we're still far off having even the resources just to build the mountain and the skull. Like Jesus, we're light we're years away from having all the white blocks we need. So there's no need to rush it. You can just take your time and try to think some cool thoughts. Whew. Alright, let's just go empty out our inventory so we can pick up most of that birch wood there. Yeah, nah, don't worry about it, man. I'm just, like, for me, it's just that you guys actually do want to spend some time with me and join in on the stream. I think that's the special thing for me, at least. Uh, of course, fireworks are nice and all that, but it's mostly being able to sit down and just having a good time with you guys more than it is the big celebration. Like being able to thank you for, I don't know, subscribing and being here all this time. Whoa. Alright, we'll check that out. I don't need that. Oh, wonderful. Good stuff. Yeah. I think that's just a nicer way of doing it. And I mean, once we, like if we actually grow the channel a lot and the server grows, then let's do some challenges down the road and all those sort of things. What the hell just happened here? We can't make it over here. Yeah, good stuff. Almost. Jeez, this is a lot of birchwood. Alright, and we continue. Well, we'll see. I told Terrico that we'd enable it just for this one stream. Because I don't want to endorse it on the long run. But I do think that during the celebrations... nah, don't worry about it. But I do think during the celebrations, it's fair to say that I just want to enjoy myself with as much of my audience as I possibly can. Which I think is just the coolest. And I'll join this server as soon as we've torn up the last bits of mansion here. And then I'll quickly just restart the stream just to do so I have a video that's dedicated to that specifically rather than but would you look at this, man? We've completely removed a mansion soon. Allowed to chat? What do you mean? Are they able to join but not write, or are they unable to join but write, or... Oh, really, Pickle? Well, I mean, I think the most important bit is that they're able to get onto the server, and if they're able to do that, then chatting can... Well, they could technically do that through my stream, right? I'm also going to be needing a bunch of glass of different dyes, which means we're going to have to make a dye machine for the, probably also a sand duper, because we need more concrete for the skull. We're likely also going to need a, what's it called? Bone meal machine, so we can make bone blocks. One that just produces ridiculous amounts. And I absolutely hate those machines because they break the second you move too fast away from them. I'd much rather want that over the copper in these flowers. Carpet, flower pot. Almost done with the floor. Absolutely amazing. Alright, boys. The last row of useless blocks is now done. That's 100% also a creeper. Hello. Yeah. Alright, let's just take a look at it. A world without the mansion. What's up, Aaron? Oh, that looks perfect. Which would I rather? Cracked. I think, like, I'm pretty sure we have more people who play Bedrock than we do have that are on Cracked. Oh, I love the Trident that I can fly during the rain. Like, at least this way rain has a purpose. And we're finally done ski with this, man. Crack chat. We're just gonna have to force those two that are in crack to chat through the stream. Anyway, I'm how is the server open? Because then I'll just end the stream real quick and then open it up. So we're ready to just have a good time on the server. Well, I guess we can sort of do that while we. What is Wethoot? What is it even? I mean, all I've. What are they up to? Get rid of the Wethoot. And you want me to get rid of it? Or what exactly? Okay. Um, yeah, that sounds like a good idea then. Let's get rid of it. If I mix in some regular grass, is that gonna... Alright, so just making sure, what mods do I need to get onto the server? I need Terra Light, I need Feed the Beast Essentials, and that's all, right? Okay, only Feed the Beast Essentials, okay. Plus the auto install? What do you mean exactly? Hmm. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Uh, anyway, in that case, I'll quit out this stream here. Alright, and let's just open this up. So, boom, 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 boom. This should all be fine. Update, update. Okay, let's see. Alright, so let me just get my the stuff I need to get in here. Oops, multiplayer, add server. Let's see. Uh, and I am in with a weird skin. This is why? Why do I look like this? And a beacon, okay. Ah, right. Hey, Ryan. I did hear the tragedy of the old snotty man, Ryan. I remember this one from the last time. Anyway, I'll quickly end the stream and then we'll restart it. No, this is the server. Please do join in on it. We're celebrating that I got 100 subs yesterday. Ooh, 100 subs yesterday. Uh, so in a second, I'll. Do you have a bed, Aaron? Is there a bed somewhere? I can't. I'm already getting, I'm already getting chased by the phantoms. All right, so I'm gonna be ending the stream in a second. Oh. All right, I'm gonna be ending the stream in just a second, and then I'll relaunch it. And I hope as many of you that have the time and want can come in and join on the server here and just have a little bit of good time with me. Um, just so I have a stream that's dedicated to the celebration rather than having it sort of switched on between two. So I'll be closing the stream down and then it'll be right back up in a couple of seconds. Just bear with me for a second. Right. All right. See you soon. Hopefully you're ready to join.